Well, I've sit on it a few days because sometimes I don't like to make videos like if you're like too emotionally involved or like it's too fresh or you don't have time to think it all out. Make sure you got to look at every angle. So like I waited a few days and now I'm going to try to make a video explaining, because I've had so many questions sent to me about the situation with Trey Swindle at the Northern Open in Chesapeake Bay. Some of you know Trey got disqualified on day 3, sitting in second place. He got disqualified for the whole week. There's a lot of questions, a lot of like what happened. Well, Trey did not have enough insurance coverage to meet what Bass had required. They require a $300,000 liability policy. I mean, his did not add up to $300,000. Now, mistake, honest mistake. Didn't gain him anything in fishing. Didn't help him catch another bass. It didn't help him get in front of anybody. It didn't help any of that. But it's a rule. They check your, because a lot of people's asking me, well, hey, why did this happen then? Well, let me try to explain to you the system. So there can be 220 guys in an open to 245 guys in an open. This depends on the field. Could be 190. But when they check insurance, they only check usually boat 1 and 2 at blast off every day. So maybe check 6 a tournament, 6. And they check them right before you blast off. Like they'll just walk up to your boat and say, hey, you're boat 2, need to see your insurance. Well, you have to provide them at that time proof that you have $300,000 coverage, liability. Now that's for them. That's something they require. So it's easy to do, and it's pretty much a panic moment because you don't. I've been there. I've been sitting there and there. But in the Elite Series, it's done a little different. They do it at the meeting the night before, so you got a few minutes to get it. But it's still a panic moment to make sure you got it right. So, it's been some naysayers, and I know people, some guys have commented on the internet, blah, 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 you got to take care of the little things. You're right, you got to take care of the little things. So he didn't. Cost him. But most people, Trey, this is for you. Most people who ever get on there on any of them posts and say something negative, usually are somebody that's never played the game, never been in that situation, never had the kahunas to pay that kind of entry fee and fish against other guys. So I don't want you to think, son, that you did something wrong in a way that was vindictive or to gain an advantage. That's something that just happens. Hold your head up. Really proud. York's really proud of how you handled it. I even had an elite angler, won't even call his name, message me, and I had several elite anglers message me and was just like heartbroken for him. And then one guy's like, I don't even know if I'd have handled it that good. I might have just left the parking lot slinging gravel. It is what it is. It's a lesson we can all learn from. What do I tell him? I'm crushed. I crushed for him because it was a big opportunity for him, but I'm also an angler that says if it's the rule, it's the rule. And I hope we keep that same energy going into every tournament, that we go by the rules, and that's what we're supposed to do. But it just hurts me talking to him and knowing, but I just keep your head up, son. Keep your head up. You made a mistake, and if you could do it over again, I know you'd change it. It just, I hope, and I'm saying this, and I'm hope that we all learned a lesson from this. Maybe even Bass. Because the way we do that, in my opinion, is kind of a dinosaur age. Because if the $300,000 is to protect the organization, we should check them all when we register. Because some people are like, well, if everybody else had them, he didn't, well, he just cheated. Hey, he broke a rule. But I can promise you, if you checked all 200 and whatever's out there, he probably wasn't the only one that didn't have it correct. He had insurance, just didn't add up to enough. So maybe we look at that. Maybe Bass looks at that and says, you know what? Maybe we're going to have the guys mail in their insurance form with their entry fee every time they pay. Maybe this is a learning lesson for both parties. I'm sure Trey took a lot away from it, and so everyone is asking. That's what happened. Kid didn't. He didn't get help. He didn't do any of that stuff. But he had enough gumption to stay around and watch his friend fish. They let him speak his piece. It's like he just made a mistake. So Trey, we're proud of you. I hate it happened to you, but your uncle's got you back. There's going to be a lot of adversity in and out of your career, and we're going to make mistakes. Your uncle's kept Dude, I had too many fish one time at Sabine, and Greg Hackney luckily beat me by more than 2 pounds, or it would have cost me the win, you know. So we all make mistakes. So hope everybody learn from it. Maybe we'll get better. Maybe we'll get better. So Trey, head up. You ain't the only one that ever done something. Your uncle's done it a couple of times. I've done more dumb stuff than anything out there. Trust me, we can make mistakes.